The accredited investor has to be made aware right up front that other coin and bullion dealers are limited in their quantity that they can make available and in the product. So they don't have the product or the quantity. Accredited investors are looking for low premium investor bars. Typically, retailers are not going to be able to offer that any kind of quantity. In fact, the accredited investor necessarily, if they want to buy in quantities, in some cases, more than 10 or 15 or 20 kilos of silver, they're going to have to deal with an authorized dealer. You're not going to be able to diversify your portfolio as an accredited investor with $1 million in the stock market and the need to diversify with gold and silver by buying a few ounces of gold or silver from an online retailer. You're always going to be limited in the quantity that you can buy and as well the type of product. And that's another reason why many of these retailers switch investors that walk through the door into collector items, because they simply can't offer investment grade metal in the quantity that an accredited investor would require. And if they had to turn around and try to source that quantity, they would necessarily pass the cost on down to you, which is why the premiums we see are really outrageous in some respects. The way that you're going to be able to access both the quantity and the kind of product, the investment grade product that you need, is you're really going to have to go to a reputable dealer, a registered dealer, a dealer that is going to be able to offer you liquidity and as much as they can sell the product to you in larger amounts. You're going to find that retailers, when they have transparent pricing, often have payment processors that are suitable to what they're selling. So they'll work with PayPal, but you can only buy 5 or 6 kilos of silver. You need to deal with a real authorized dealer in order to get quantity and product for your retirement account and also to move metal, to store metal. Even if you could get the quantity or the product from an online retailer, what would you do with it? Where would you store it? So for an accredited investor, for investors non-accredited, for investors with a retirement account that want to diversify, you need to deal with a registered company. You're not going to be able to get the product or the quantity from an online retailer, and you'll be laden down with collector item before you know it.
Well, I think